to Fast Career Growth channel. Today we will learn about TPM Basic online course. This is part 1, and the total TPM Basic online course will be covered in 5 videos. You have to go through all the videos to complete this TPM Basic online course. TPM Introduction. This is all about me, and the content of this part 1 or the content of this TPM introduction part is introduction, evolution of maintenance, history of TPM, Weibull distribution, what for TPM, TPM is a paradigm shift, what is TPM, TPM results, what is OE, and how to calculate OE. TPM introduction. Total productive maintenance is a maintenance program concept and philosophy. TPM resembles total quality management, that is TQM, in several aspects such as total commitment to the program by upper level management is required. Second, employees must be empowered to initiate corrective actions, and third one is a long range outlook must be accepted as TPM. It may take a year or more to implement and is an ongoing process. Changes in employee mindset towards their job responsibilities must be takes place as well. So evolution of maintenance. In 1980s, breakdown maintenance was introduced. That means if it is not broken, then do not fix it. In 1950s, preventive maintenance, that means time-based maintenance. In 1960s, predictive maintenance, that means condition monitoring, reliability engineering, and maintainability improvements. In 1970s, productive maintenance, that means maintenance plus participation, employees' participations, centered in production department in the engineering industries. In 1980s, total productive maintenance, that means company-wide TPM, expanding to all industries, particularly process industry. So this is all about evolution of maintenance. So history of TPM. TPM evolved from TQM, which evolved as a direct result of Dr. W. Edward Deming's influence on Japanese industry. Dr. Deming began his work in Japan shortly after Second World War, as he was a statistician. Dr. Deming initially began to show the Japanese how to use statistical analysis in manufacturing and how to use the resulting data to control quality during manufacturing. The initial statistical procedures and the resulting quality control concepts fueled by the Japanese work ethics soon become a way of life for Japanese industry. This new manufacturing concept eventually becomes known as Toyota Quality Management or TQM. So what is Weibull distribution? We will give a distribution curve for how prevent accelerated deterioration. That means how the product fails. You can see in y-axis here failure rate is plotted, and in x time, and you can see before implementation of TPM, the black line shows the initial failure period is high. Initial time, that means when the product starts functioning, the failure rate is high. Then it goes down. Then in last phase, after wear out, the failure period, wear out period or failure period, the product life cycle ends. So in middle phase, the product performance or failure rate is constant. After implementation of TPM, if you detect and correct the abnormality during the middle phase, then that failure rate becomes down. That means failure rate becomes low as per the time goes on and on. So this is all about weevil distribution, how after implementation of TPM and improvement, that means and during the repair phase, you can degrade the failure rate also. This is all about weevil distribution. So what for TPM? TPM brings maintenance into focus as a necessary and a vitally important part of the business. It is no longer regarded as a non-profit activity. Downtime for maintenance is scheduled as a part of manufacturing day and in some cases as an integral part of the manufacturing process. It is no longer simply squeezed in whenever there is a break in material flow. The goal of this is to hold emergency and unscheduled maintenance to a minimum. So what is TPM? How TPM is a paradigm shift. The old attitude of employees was I operate, you fix, I fix, you design, or I design, you operate. After implementation of TPM, that means the TPM attitude becomes we all are responsible for our equipment and our plant and future. That means total employee of the organizations are responsible for the production or productivity. So what is TPM? T stands for total, that means overall efficiency, total production system, participation of all employees, that means T. What is P stands for? Productive, that means zero defect, no trouble in operation, or safety, that means zero accident. And M stands for maintenance, longer life cycle of production system. So this is all about TPM. So what is TPM in briefly? It aims at breakthrough improvement in productivity and reducing chronic losses to zero. Also, it aims at creating a bright, clean, and pleasant factory. It also means to reinforce people and facilities and through them the whole organization. It also addresses overall equipment effectiveness and also institutionalizes the total employees involvement, product participative management, and an overall small group organization. It also eliminates the interdepartmental walls and facilitates the cross-functional management. It also material oriented. It seeks to keep equipment in its intended condition. This is all about the brief description of TPM. TPM results in building of corporate culture that thoroughly pursues production. System efficiency improvement means overall equipment efficiency OEE. Construct a system to prevent every kind of loss. For example, zero accident, zero defects, and zero failures based Gemba, that means workplace, and Gembustu, which means actual things over the entire life cycle of a product system. Covers all departments including production, quality control, purchase, marketing, HR and admin, design and development, maintenance and engineering. It covers all departments. It requires all and full involvement from top management to frontline employees. It builds up an overlapping multidiscipline process-based management teams to achieve excellence. So what is OE? That means overall equipment efficiency. What is the formula for it? OE is equal to A into P into Q, which means A is availability, P is performance, Q is quality. So how to calculate A, P and Q? So availability is equal to standard time minus downtime divided by the standard time. What is performance? That means component produced divided by component supposed to be produced. What is quality? Total acceptable components divided by total components produced. So what do you expect after implementing TPM in your process? Equipment availability should be greater than 90%. Performance efficiency should be 95%. Rate of quality product should be 99%. And what is OI? That means multiplication of above 3, 90 into 95 into 99 percentage. That means it will be equal to 85%. That means if your OI is greater than or equal to 85%, then your company means working in TPM level. So you have to do all. This is all about the introductory part of TPM. In later videos, we'll cover all the pillars of TPM. Thank you.